Hey siblings in Mashiach, this is your Gap Tooth Sis, and if it's your first time here, hey hi, my name is Ryan. Here we just chop it up, we chill, and we have a little look into my diary. So, if you think you're gonna catch a vibe, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We live in a world where taking up space is the main objective. We document every little microcosm of our lives and plaster it on the screens for hundreds, thousands, and if you're very fortunate, millions to see. But in a world where we are tempted to appease the multitude of lenses, we should choose an alternative route, a path less travelled. Today we're going to be looking at the art of decreasing. The reason I titled it The Art of Decreasing because there is an art to it. There's a dedicated amount of time that's needed to develop the skill of stepping back. There's also like a beauty in allowing yourself to actually become smaller. Now I want to caveat this by saying it's not you becoming irrelevant. No, not that by any means, sis. We don't want that for you, no. But I want to explore like the beauty in not taking up too much space when you don't need to. Now, there will be certain situations where obviously, of course, you know, the scenario when needed, you will of course need to take up the space, rightly so. But there are times when it's not going to be by force. We have to start getting out of the whole mindset of the whole world revolves around me. I am the universe. The world is far bigger than you and your exaggerated level of self. I mean, I swear if I hear it's giving main character energy, I'm gonna actually lose it. And that's crazy because that's coming from me. A girl that used to study drama, an ex-drama student, that's crazy coming from me. Like, I get it. I get the whole, like, you know, wanting to be the protagonist in your own life, to which you are. You live your life. You're the only one living your life right now. But like, don't be so disconnected. Don't be so out of touch with the world. Like, oh God, like it's literally just wild. But yeah, so the main scripture I kind of wanted to look at today or focus on is Yachanan, John 3:30, which is, he must increase, but I must decrease. Now, this is way easier said than done. Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I like have to decrease so Yahuwah can increase. As some may say, it's not giving. You might even argue and say you spent so much time learning to love yourself and find your voice, and now somebody's telling you that you need to decrease? No, that's not how it works. It's more about stripping yourself away from pride and walking more in humility. Now, no one is telling you that you don't have to love yourself, hun. But there is a way to go about it which isn't as off-putting. Now, to walk in humility, it's not an easy task, far be it, like, guilt, far be it. But at the end of the day, it is the most rewarding. We have to place Yahuwah above ourselves for us to actually decrease. And trust me, even saying this is a little bit of a struggle, but it doesn't mean it's impossible. Let's have a look at the word decrease. So we're going to extract from Yachanan 3:30, and we're going to look at the Strongs as we do. So we're going to be looking at Strong's G1642. So we have words like to be made less or inferior in dignity, and also to decrease in authority or popularity. Yes, now I feel like I can hear people saying, so you want me to be inferior? You want me to like, literally, I feel like I can hear it, but well, that's not. Let's be real. Let me hold your hand. In the grand scheme of things, especially when being compared to Yahuwah, girl, you're literally nothing. Our time here is like a drop of water onto the sea and a gravel stone in comparison to the sand. So there are 1,000 years to a day of eternity. Home Gil. Let's be real. Recognize your place. We as a society have normalized idolatry of self. It is ever present in our culture and has been interwoven into the minds of the very young. It's a behavior we must eradicate immediately. Because every Elohim we have before Yahuwah will be put to shame. So like, can you actually imagine the shame that Yahuwah will place on you when he's destroying your idol, which is you? Because lest we forget, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall confess. So I think it's actually kind of better now to get in the habit of lessening yourself so Yah doesn't actually have to do it for you. And it's not nice when he does it. Trust me. I also found the third like point really interesting, basically. Decreasing in authority or popularity. So when you actually allow Yahuwah to increase, you will decrease. You will lose popularity because no, you're not that friendship with the world is enmity with Yahuwah. Yeah, that's James 4:4. You will no longer be that girl. We spoke about this many a time. I feel like I say it like nearly, you know, in these episodes. I talk about it a lot actually. Like my lifestyle change and things like that, and like my phone being crazy. It's not as drama filled as it used to be. And you know what, girl, like you gotta just be okay with it. you've just got to be okay with it. You literally have to. Like, you've got to be okay with that. You gotta be okay with it. Because that's the price that you pay for allowing Yahuwah to increase in your life. Once you humble yourself in the sight of Yahuwah, he will lift you up. James 4:10. And remember, like, it's not all doom and gloom. The end result is a very beautiful thing. You have to die to your ego. And this is a thing that you know, it's like dying to your flesh in it. Like, you consistently have to work on it. You have to consistently fight that battle, fight that good fight, and surrender your personal will, you know? And that's the truest free will offering that anyone could actually give, in my opinion. The amount of times, or the amount of things that I've had to lay to rest to allow Yahuwah to increase is crazy. Like literally like crazy. But life isn't all about your dreams and your desires. The ultimate goal is the kingdom. That's if you're kingdom minded. It's about serving your fellow brethren and consistently tapping in and doing that self-examination. The whole duty of man is to fear Yahuwah and to guard the commandments. Ecclesiastes 12:13. So when you allow Yahuwah to take the reins, your life is no longer an aggressive like gust of wind, but rather a subtle breeze on a hot summer's day. You no longer have those like gallons of like processed sugar, but you're rather like a dollop of honey. You're proportioned in righteousness. But you know what? I feel like I've slightly drifted, as I always do, from the actual topic, the actual title. The art of decreasing. So with most, if not all things, we have to practice this behavior. We practice this by focusing on the word of Yahuwah daily and decreasing our interactions with the secular world. I need to do more work in that regard, being honest. We do this also by finding a quiet space to not only meditate but also to pray. We do this also by surrendering daily and not giving in to our lusts. And finally, we do this by not being quick to speak but more swift to listen. And that one I'm still learning to work on that. I think I'm much better now actually when regards to like my responses with people. I take way more time to actually respond. That's some reflection there, real time. So by doing these things, you will eventually grow in your spiritual walk. You'll walk in the will of Yahuwah, which is the most important thing. I feel like I've got to keep, you'll see the clips, but I'm just moving this around now. Sorry. I want to end it on this note, right? Promptly. The art of decreasing is not the end, but rather the beginning. The beginning of a new and higher state of being with Yahuwah. So, I hope you found this page very helpful for my diary. And I hope you guys have a beautifully Baruch day. Much love, your Gap Tooth Sis. Bye. Oh my gosh, you watched the video. Thank you so much. Make sure you guys like, share and subscribe. All praises unto the Most High. Bye.